Captain's Log. Stardate Tuesday. I'm your host, CPC Gamer, and that awkward pause was not me trying to work out what today's stardate would be, but me trying to work out what today was, which is a pretty embarrassing way to begin your video, but I mean, here we are now, so let's go. I have a good feeling about this one. Got two of the mid-rich cuckoos and, you know, some guy. And today, we ride in the Kobayashi Maru, which was actually the second to last wagon that I unlocked, mainly because of how hard it is to get. You have to get to the desert, have the game spawn a very particular encounter, then do a 3-stage boss fight, which is not easy, especially since you're probably going to be at very low health when you get to the desert. I mean, heck, the only reason I go to the desert anyway is because I'm hurting and in need of aid. But you know what? I did it, and now here we are. The alien ship begins with everybody at half health, the main draw being the plasma cannon. It's slow firing, but it pretty much vaporizes anything that it hits, and it breaks into 4 smaller shots, which also vaporize anything. The game also seems to be a little bit more generous with regards to health and ammo pickups, but I mean, that one could just be me. Oh, okay, so yeah, on the topic of stardates, a story out of, well, not my work, but my mum's work this time. 2 managers were having this conversation about getting some important job done or whatever. The senior manager finishes with, okay, let's make it happen. Goes back to working with Mum. Mum asks, has he ever been tempted to say, make it so, number 1? And the guy just gives her this blank look. Why would he say that? Is that a do people say that? Is that a thing? What's that from? Is that from something? And do you know what? I absolutely can't get my head around this. I mean, yes, I will admit I'm a geek. I run in the kind of circles where, you know, not knowing about Star Trek is a bit like not knowing your alphabet, but it's got to be something that exists in the outside world, right? Like, your average Dan on the street knows that Star Trek is a thing that exists, right? And yeah, somehow we landed on the other side. It's nothing to do with the bit where we are an actual flying saucer. Although, incidentally, this is why the bees are so angry. Everyone knows bees hate UFOs with a passion. There's a very good reason for it, too. It's all to do with urban legends and physics. Because, you know how people say that, according to the laws of physics, bees shouldn't be able to fly? That is stupid. Because if bees were physically incapable of flight, they wouldn't fly. But, do you know who would be physically incapable of flight? UFOs. And they're the ones who started this rumor going around about the bees. So, whenever people see bees flying around, they get desensitized to people just casually ignoring the laws of thermodynamics, so they're a lot more receptive and pliable when other things start doing it, like UFOs. And suddenly there was a tornado. I will bet this was somehow the fault of the aliens too. Whoa! Easy now! Yeah, as you can see, I'm not very good at this particular section, and it's not filling me with confidence. Oh! That is also not filling me with confidence. But I will take that health kit. Oh. Oh? Oh my! Couple of things crack me up about this encounter, right? If you have the bird, you can use it to pick up the flower. You know, like you can with the mushrooms and bushes. Also, the flower counts as a gun, and you can fire it if... Did you hear that heart regeneration? That was the absolute opposite of regeneration, relaxing, whatever it was that that thing said that it was. And, you know, now there are zombies, because you gotta have zombies. They're like salt on the dinner table. You just pick it up and sprinkle it on absolutely anything to immediately improve its appeal. Seriously, guys, can we not just move on to another element from the pop culture bucket? Like, what about ninjas? Or pirates? Or monkeys? 2 of which are pretty handily represented in this game, actually, so... You know, Way to debate yourself into a corner there, Andy. Although, I will admit, Zombie Buffalo is pretty much exclusive to this game. Unless that Red Dead Redemption DLC had it, in which case you can pretty much disregard that sentence, but rest peacefully knowing I just wasted 20 seconds of your life. And those guys had better start reading Bible passages. Okay, their relaxation has already caused the zombie uprising. They had better start repenting. Or reading that one verse about how God could punch out a unicorn, which I swear is a bit that exists in there. Anyways, I'm swimming this time. I could go for an extra body, but I don't have enough hides on me on account of the plasma cannon, so I'm just going to play it a bit safe now. I'm also going to avoid that sniper rifle. I much prefer my magical underwater flamethrower. How does that work exactly? Probably nanomachines. You know, it's interesting. I've been playing a lot of Anarchy Reigns recently, and so should you, because it's freaking amazing, and nobody else in the world bought the game, so the online play, the aspect upon which the entire game was based, falls eerily silent most of the time. But yes, no, Anarchy Reigns. The game explains away absolutely everything via nanomachines. And literally everything that falls out the remit of the laws of physics is because of nanomachines. It's basically the Metal Gear series when Kojima's not coming up with stupid... Wait, pellet... Holy crap! What the hell? Sorry guys, I have never seen that happen before. That was utterly ridiculous. Okay, what was I talking about? Probably a topic that would have been funnier if I had done it years ago. This seems to be the case with the majority of the projects I turn my eye to. I make a good start, but it never really comes to fruition, and all I end up with is just a bunch of stupid and dated materials. Like, I was going to do a webcomic back in the day, and there's one bit my guys were going to go about giving various video game cameos their Christmas presents. And, okay, just to date the comic, I decided that the best present for Link would be cross-hatching. Yeah! So, you know. Is this guy gonna sell me health or guns? Hopefully better guns. Faster wheels. Am I gonna buy the wheels? I don't have wheels because I'm a UFO, but why not? Not like there's anything else to buy. Woo! So, yeah, the whole procrastination thing, it's kind of been the downfall of pretty much every single one of my projects. I sat on a pile of gags, notes, jokes, whatever, for about 7 odd years before I even did anything with them. And even then, I didn't use them in comics. I plucked them out from the list and put them into my various LPs over the years. Alright. Come on, Andy. You can do this. But no, I tend to procrastinate with things because I am way too harsh on myself. Like, if something won't be perceived as the best thing in the world, if my stories will not put sliced bread out of work, then it's not just worth doing it. I never do it. And that's silly. And I know that it's silly. But that's how I act anyway. Except for my LPs. Go figure. Wait, did I just do the turbo tunnel without getting hit? And have I managed to make it this far with 8 health? And crows. I love crows! They're so easy to avoid. They attack on whatever horizontal plane you're on, so if you just constantly weave up and down, they absolutely can't hit you. Double handy if you have the bird. You can attack them and just bring like a row of food. For no reason, because I am fairly sure there exists no scenario from here on where you can buy anything. It's just you and your wits. And your front-mounted plasma cannon, apparently. So, yeah, actually, I'm sure I mentioned it before, but, I mean, this is why you can't pick up the animal hides from the things you kill in the river stage. There's no merchant, so there's no point to pick anything up. You know, they just turn all the sharks and alligators into blood splatters. Okay. We can do this. I like how my idea of avoiding boulders in this thing is, like, actively hunting them and shooting them to pieces. And I will happily admit that I'm a little bit nervous about starting a new topic right about now, because I've no idea how long I'm going to be alive for, and I don't want to get waylaid in the middle of a conversation, which has never ever happened in any of my videos. Nope. Not ever. Give me that. Okay, I could play this to my advantage because my bullets split into 4. And I'm an idiot and keep running into bullets and boulders. Okay, final boss. You can do this, Andy. Okay, finals form of the final boss. You can absolutely do this, Andy. No, 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 nearly there. Give me that. Yes! I made it to Oregon in like 2.5 months. That's pretty impressive. I'm gonna kill these pelicans because I'm pretty sure they can still kill you because this is I want to be the guy apparently. And is that not the best ending screen you ever did see? Worth it. Totally worth it. Join us next time when I make lightning strike twice. And best of luck with doing that. So until next time, goodbye.